Musicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. I know you were looking for something, maybe you'll find it right here, baby.
A Make Your Own Trophy Records production. Hi everyone, welcome back to Musicality Mondays. I'm your host, Jazicality, and thank you so much if you're listening on the podcast services or if you're right here on my YouTube channel. Today, we have special guest, vocalist and singer-songwriter, Charmaine.
Hello, I'm here.
Perfect. I'm just like, can you tell the people hello? And they're like, hi. I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what to say in the beginning, and then it just starts. And so, can you tell us how you are feeling about your music today?
How am I feeling? How am I feeling about my music today? Today, well, I don't know. I feel pretty good about my music over the last year.
Good.
It's been pretty lit.
Yeah.
Today, this is filmed post-election.
Yes.
And so I've been in a little bit of a rut. But I don't know. I had some somewhat positive thoughts today about writing about my feelings, which is something I sometimes like stray away from.
Oh, same. Yes.
Is like writing about the nitty gritty. But
God,
you know, I think right now is the time to do it. So that's how I feel about my music today. Kind of like I want to be creative and
very cool.
Kind of speak a little bit more about how I'm doing and how, you know, everybody around me may also be doing. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
I very much love that because when we as writers, like, just we get to be the voice of the people who feel the same as us, and to be able to share that and just kind of check in on people without even knowing it is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear what you write, and I can't wait for you to share it with the world.
Thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. I think like my dream, like right now, especially towards the end of the year, and like everybody's got a lot they definitely want to say, is to put together some sort of like a collaborative effort.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be really fun. I don't know if that looks like jam sessions. I don't know if that looks like a collaborative album. I don't know if that looks like a visual album, which would be super dope. But yeah, I think right now is the time to like tap into a whole bunch of like artists locally and just kind of start working and writing together, like processing together.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah,
yes,
I think that would be really cool. So yeah, I've been in talks with some friends about that. So we're gonna see what like we can put together, but like yeah, that's like the dream right now. Be something healing that we can do together.
Yes. Yeah. What's something that you've noticed is different about how you perform now versus how you might have performed when you were younger?
I think now I have like, I don't know, I think like in your early 20s, like you start to make new friends and you like circles and whatever. And I think this last year, making the new friends that I've made, like my confidence has been like through the roof.
As you should, girl.
Which I think like ultimately has helped my performances and my writing and like my creative efforts so much more. Just like my support system has been a lot stronger. And I also think that like my own growth and resilience has like developed a little bit more versus like previous years. You know, I think now I'm a lot more receptive to positivity.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
that's huge.
Like I feel like sometimes like when you're younger, like you can't always be receptive to whatever sort of positivity is being thrown your way.
Yeah.
You know, like you're kind of caught up in your own world.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It definitely does.
And now it's like, I think things are starting to feel a little bit more like I'm feeling more open-minded to the positivity and to the things that people are telling me and trying to help me. And, you know, it's just, I feel like it's making me feel a lot stronger. And I can
definitely see that on stage because like it's like, well, me knowing you as a person, knowing you as a performer, like it's just like something just snaps, like it just flips. I want to say it's very impressive. So I was at like your last two shows that I was able to make it to, at the one at Ice House and then the other one at Green Room, and there's just a presence Yes, and like how old are you again?
22.
And like people underestimate what people can do at younger ages.
Yeah.
But like you command the stage.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, do you get stage fright sometimes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh
and
my
I believe you
gosh.
because people that I wouldn't think have stage fright have been saying they have it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, like if you ever like catch me before a show,
Mm-hmm.
I'm typically pacing. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
honestly.
typically stressed out.
Okay.
I'll probably have one or two of my friends near me like, you're gonna do great, calm down,
Yeah.
you know, but I really get like physically worked up
Yeah.
right before a show. Like it's
Okay.
stress, it's anxiety. But then I just like I throw it all up on stage.
Yeah, you do.
It's like I don't know. I think what was it? When I was younger, my family and I have a couple family members who like we used to talk about like alter egos
Ooh.
and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Beyonce.
Sasha
Completely
Fierce.
different.
That's literally who I
Yeah.
thought about because that's the only one that I really like.
It's very
thought about.
interesting how like you like without even realizing that
Yeah.
you're becoming
Yeah.
a different presence on
like-
stage.
Wow.
And so many artists do it.
It's incredible.
It's crazy. And like I feel like I'm starting to tap into that where it's like
girl. Yes.
I feel like a different like entity on
Yes.
stage. I feel stronger. I feel louder. Like I
Yeah.
am not afraid to say whatever the hell I want to say.
You just fucking do it.
You
It's
just
crazy.
do it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, alter egos, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
just
yeah.
you become like a different person on stage. And my favorite thing is like listening to Beyonce perform live.
It's effortless.
I love
seemingly.
listening to live albums.
Yeah.
I would say Beyonce, Shaka Khan,
Okay. Yeah.
live albums.
We both go,
It's like it's different. Like being able to use your voice so like dominantly
Yeah.
on stage. That's where it's at.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just so impressive what you do up there.
Thank
and
you.
Yeah, the state what is it called? The band chemistry. Oh, it's there. And like I see you guys like online just like hanging outside of that like atmosphere, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like knowing and playing with your friends and like creating something beautiful together is everything.
I love those guys.
They're incredible.
I love them.
Oh yeah,
Seriously.
let me introduce who you are. So before we if you guys have watched other episodes, listened to other episodes, Charmaine is the lead singer of Nevaeh's band, which is also Charmaine's band, Bakkwooddrift.
Yes. Yes. Nevaeh is in the group. Yana, who was just on the
Yes.
show, also in
Yay!
the group. I don't know if you've had
I don't think I've had anyone else.
Jimmy, Quinlan, Matt, or sorry, Frequency, Wayne, Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible
Yeah,
musicians.
they're crazy.
I'm just like, wow. That sounds like no. Oh, I gotta tell you this because I don't think I told you this. Wait, no, I did, but that's where I was. But it's fine. I'm just gonna tell you again. That is what a night of music is supposed to look like, top to bottom. Bakkwooddrift and then Travion and Candy. That's what the night's supposed to look like, in my
Travion and
opinion.
Candy?
Like I'm like,
Oh my God.
like that was a stacked combo.
They put together a mean set.
It was.
It was.
It wasn't fair.
It was I felt like I should have like paid to watch their set.
Oh, it was.
It was
great.
so good. Like I just, and that's something that I really admire about that group, about Travion,
Yeah.
is just how well thought out the set was. Like the little tidbits of Halloween songs in the middle of the song, and then the smooth transitions from one song to the next, and the interaction with the audience and the backup singers
I was
in
like,
that group.
I was like, do I even deserve to be here? Like,
They were so good. They
my
were
God,
so
it
good.
was like when it's just what you want to see
Yeah.
your peers do too, and it's like you hear about all these greats that came before us, and like to see it happening within a friend group or just to be able to see it live is incredible.
Yeah.
So thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you
Oh
for
my
your
gosh, that's
service
crazy.
and your wonderful and
Thank you.
incredible art.
Thank
You know, we gotta stick together out here.
Oh my gosh, more now than ever. Like,
But I think when you make fellow musicians and fellow artists feel uncomfortable in a space or not welcome,
yeah,
it it does not lead to great things.
It doesn't. And
not for the greater good, I guess. Not for everybody.
And I think there needs to be a middle ground for sure, because like me personally, like I'm a kind of leader that's like more go with the flow, but there are times when I need to make a decision, and I appreciate the musicians I've worked with telling me that, because I've just been hurt by so many people in the past that I just don't want to be like, you know what I mean? So I'm more of like, oh yeah, I mean, that sounds great. But what I'm not doing sometimes is saying, hey, that sounds great, but it doesn't really fit with the vibe that I'm trying to convey for this. But I've started to do that just because people have given me that feedback. So it's really cool.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Dang.
Right.
Dang. Yeah.
Right? Because, but what kind of leader have you become through everything that you've been through?
Yeah.
You know?
I think a better one. A better one, and a more, I guess, experienced leader. But I won't say I'm like oh, the world's greatest leader or whatever. But like, you know, I've like led a number of groups like in high school, right after high school, whatever.
Yeah.
And like each time I've done it, I've learned something.
Very good.
That's the goal. And the most recent time, last time, it was like the hardest time, but I learned something. And so like as I'm leading this group Backwood, it's like, how do I phrase this? It's like, and I want to be like as real as possible. It's like I'm learning how to be like not just a diplomatic leader, but a team player.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I think like until you've had the experience like leading a group, a lot of us jump to the thought of like you're taking control.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Yeah. It's so scary for me.
That is not how it works.
It's not. It's so weird.
It took me a couple of years to figure out that's not how it works. Yeah,
right,
that's okay. Yeah. That's the goal.
Absolutely.
Is to learn how to do it right.
Yeah.
But like seriously, I thought for a hot minute it was like, well, if like everybody else doesn't take care of it, like it's my job and I got to be in charge. I got to tell people what's what, and it's like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I have found way more comfort and more like cooperation from my group, my current group.
Yeah.
When I kind of like let everybody say what they need to say.
Yeah.
Bring the ideas they want to bring, contribute however much they want to contribute. You know, like my expectations are fairly low.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to have like super high expectations for your team and then like everybody's all stressed out because like at the end of the fucking day, everybody's got their own lives.
That's so true.
This is a band of musicians who are all gigging musicians.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has stuff going on. And so I really try not to get stressed out when it's like, well, I was hoping everybody would do this thing, but they didn't. It's like, honestly, shucks. The world keeps spinning.
No, yeah, true.
The world keeps spinning. And the things that are meant to happen will happen.
Absolutely.
I like, as a leader, I have learned that I cannot have like my hopes and dreams rely on the actions of other people.
Oh my gosh. It is a lesson that is meant to be learned, and I don't think enough people talk about that.
Yeah, because you have to experience it first.
Oh, well, that's true. But I mean, like even leaders out there, they don't really talk
yeah.
about the nitty gritty of it.
That's true.
So.
I feel like there's a lot of things like you have to like kind of experience to get
That's
perspective on. You
Yeah.
know, because it does like vary person to person. I mean, not everybody's born with the same expectations, but like, I don't know. I just think that there are some things like until you experience it, it's not gonna hit as heavy.
Oh yeah, no.
Like the lesson isn't going to resonate as much with you until you're like, oh shoot, like this is actually how this works. And that's just life.
I completely agree. Yeah. I think I learned a lot of that. Like when my mom became my manager, like I actually saw it through what she was doing, because like I probably did that in the beginning of when I started being a leader. And then I'm so glad that there's like a team of like musicians or like people in the community with me, because you know I get that feedback of just like, hey, wait a minute, like, you know, you should be paying this person this, and like you should be like taking it easy on this, because like you said, like people have lives, and like I would be crazy to think that they can put everything into my dream and not focus on their own as well. And I think about that every single time, which is why I go too easy on people sometimes, because there's a line, like there's a happy medium.
Yeah.
Like if you I just mean, like, I've just learned a lot over the years.
Totally. You know, there's a happy medium though, you know, like
there is there.
I mean, I don't know, my expectation for my band, play.
I mean, yeah, because if you can learn the music outside of rehearsal, like, I can be okay with that.
Yeah, it's really like, play, let me know if you can't make it.
Right, like the biggest thing is communication for me now.
That's really like it. I don't know, I think it's not worth the stress.
It's not.
And it really sucks the fun out of the art.
It does.
When you're like stressed out about this person not doing this, and this person's not here, and this person is like, I don't care anymore.
I mean, because it gets to a point.
It gets to a point where I'm just like, you know, I'm going to show you guys that I trust you so much as musicians.
That part, I mean,
that I'm not going to press you with a million expectations, when I know damn well a lot of these local shows pay like $30
exactly
per person, and that's on a good night.
Like what do we get in return for all of this commitment and
really
love
and
for the art?
That's why I was like, this is why I would love to put together some sort of a collaborative album or a collaborative jam or something, writer's session, something. Because
so
like
I
I just don't think that, like, I knew when I became a musician I was not going to be making money.
Me too.
I knew damn well. And I don't think it should always be about what's the next gig, how much am I making from it, blah, 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 blah. Not always. Like, there's a time and a place. If that is your job, let that be the thing that you focus on. But like me as an artist, my priority is not in, you know, always trying to make money from the next show. Like, it really is about the art. And so like if I spend all my time pressing my band about small things, the art sucks.
because like then the feeling's gone.
I learned that like over the last couple of years, a lot of the groups I was in, because I was like, I mean, I'm still young, but younger, you know, younger, and, you know, still trying to figure it out. Like, you know, I always thought it was like how many gigs we're getting and and it's like, actually that's not how it works artistically. And I had a band of artists, and it was just like, oh dang, like this is not in alignment with what needs to be happening. So like, and with Backwood, I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna just let us make art, which is really interesting, you know. Like, I love writing with Quinlan.
I
love writing with Quinlan. Shout out to Quinlan if you're watching this. I love writing with Quinlan. I love writing with Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Jimmy. Oh my god, wait, because there's some hits up in there too. I'm just like, wait.
He helped write.
That was an original. Like, I go back in my mind, I'm like, wait.
So Bakkwooddrift, the name of the band actually came from it came from the name of a song.
Oh.
So me I know, it was just like we got lazy, I guess. But
I thought it was because of weed.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you
okay,
why.
Sorry.
So there was one night me and Quinlan were at his house, and we were writing some new music, and he was just jamming. And there was like this chord progression that he played, and then he started to move on, and I was like, wait, go back to that.
Wait.
And so he starts playing it again, and I'm just writing over it, whatever. And then I hit up Jimmy. I'm like, get over here right now.
Oh, yeah,
I need your help writing the song. And at this point, I'd already titled it Bakkwooddrift. And he comes in, and we start writing the second verse and hamming out like the, you know, the chorus and whatever. And the song was called Bakkwooddrift. So this was last winter, I want to say, or like early spring maybe. But it was about a year ago.
About a year ago.
So it was about a year ago. And it's called Bakkwooddrift. And then what was it? Just a couple, 2 months ago maybe from now, I invited Yana to our rehearsal, because I just met Yana at the crafter party.
Oh my gosh, you guys just met that day?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. We
way.
we had DM'd
That
back
is
and
so
forth.
beautiful.
And
That's right.
yeah, but we met that day. She came that day, and so I think the following day or something, I texted her. I was like, "Hey, my band is having a rehearsal. Do you want to come?" And then by the end of the rehearsal, she was like, "So, am I in the group?" Or
like,
and I was like, "Yeah, you're in the group."
Oh my God,
I was like,
cute.
"Absolutely." And so before we left that day,
Mhm.
we wrote down a whole bunch of names on the board because we was like, we got to make this like a thing.
Yeah.
And Bakkwooddrift won because it kind of looks cool, I guess.
It does, because I don't know. Yeah,
It's
there's something about it.
misspelled. There's double letters all
Yes,
here
the
and
double
there.
letters really
Yeah.
like bring you in. Like, okay, what's that?
Yeah, BAKK,
Okay.
Bakkwooddrift.
But where did you get it from?
Like backwoods,
Okay.
and then I felt like I was like drifting in the song, like it was like floaty. I just
So
called
it's
it
not about
Bakkwooddrift.
weed?
It is backwood, like raps. For
That's
weed.
what I was like, okay, I know there's something in there.
But you know what's so funny is I don't smoke.
That's what I was going to ask you. So I'm like, you don't smoke? There ain't no way you smoke with that
I
voice.
don't.
Ain't no way. Ain't no.
I do not smoke. I used to once upon
Really?
a time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of smoke? Like weed or cigarettes?
Weed, no cigarettes for me.
Oh my God.
No cigarettes for
'Cause
me.
it's
I hate the
actually kinda
smell.
Good. Like it's a less addictive route.
Yeah.
I think. Like,
Yeah.
you can still get addicted to weed, but it's not
Yeah.
nicotine.
Yeah, I didn't like it after a little bit.
Mhm.
Like I think I was just going through a lot of stuff at the time, and
For
it just intensified that, which
Oh.
I feel like has like it had like the opposite effect
That sucks.
that it was supposed to. I was
you
like,
know,
dang, like
this
just
is really supposed to help
paranoid
me
and stressed
out, like-
out and sad all the time. So
I've
I
heard that.
I just dropped it, which was not a hard thing to do.
You're just like, okay, bye.
I like woke up one day, I was like, yeah, okay,
Mhm.
moving on.
I
But yeah.
I always well, I don't know. I tell Rottweiler because he smokes weed. So I didn't like the smell of weed, and it was repulsive to me. Like when I was in like 2016,
Mhm.
I had a little baby. I was like 18, and I was like, why is everybody smoking weed anyway? So fast forward to like when I was 24, which was 2 years ago. Math is always on the show. What the fuck?
It is.
What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, but I was I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out. And I don't know if this is actually when I just didn't mind the smell of weed, but it started helping. And I was like, you know what? This shit isn't so bad.
It's not
I don't
bad.
smoke, but the secondhand smoke helped me out.
Right. Right.
I was like, I'm going to hang out with y'all right
You're like,
now.
I'm not
because
mad with this.
this is crazy.
That's good. I like that.
And I think it's the most hilarious story, but like, yeah. Just like,
problem. Like,
so wrong.
oh my gosh. But you know what? I will say,
Yeah.
like, I feel less anxious most days,
Good.
which is
That's
good.
very good.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's happening to my frontal lobe, but something has grown just a tiny bit.
So secondhand smoke, I'm telling you, bro. It'll get you every time. It'll get you right because it's not too much, right?
It's not too much, just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And I could be on my way.
Right.
That's
It's just
crazy.
so funny. Like, yeah.
you.
No,
And,
I've
like,
been thinking
on
about
the cure.
that. Mhm.
I'm kidding.
Mhm. You got this.
But what got you? Because I know you took a break a little bit for music.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you back and helped you stay?
Oh my God. What held me back? There's a couple of things. Yeah, I just went through like the most like, I don't know, just the ugliest depression. It was bad.
You and Yana, like,
Ooh.
you look at me when you're telling a serious story and you'll make this type of face,
I'm
and I'm
sorry.
like, how am I not supposed
You
to
know,
laugh? Right?
that's my twin, right?
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's my twin.
I'm trying to be respectful. You looking at me up and down like, girl, like, anyway.
That's
Back
just
to you.
Just, I'm sorry. I went through a tear.
No, like,
I was just really, really depressed. And there was just a lot of things that I needed to like sit with.
absolutely.
And like, I don't know, I guess like, I don't know. It's kind of weird when I think about like this time last year.
Yeah.
It sucked. It sucked so bad because I was very unhappy with like who I was, my friend group at the time, my living situation at the time. Neither one of us were happy with it. I'm just gonna
You're
say it.
just gonna point blank.
Yeah, neither one of us were happy with it. And just like, I guess how I felt like so like I had a lack of control over my own life.
Okay.
At some point last winter or fall, I became really close friends with Jimmy.
Yay!
And Quinlan.
Yay!
And you know, they both like took me out to fun places and concerts and restaurants and wrote music with me, and you know, kind of, I don't even know if they realized they were doing this, but they were really getting me out of that depression, that loneliness that I was in. You know, I just like, I felt really lonely, really, really lonely, like isolated. Like I had a apartment in North Loop, no windows. No windows in my bedroom.
So
I used to sit in there for hours after work by myself in the dark with the TV on. And the bedroom was maybe about half the size of the studio.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So it was like a prison. Like I just felt so alone. So they really helped me get out of it. And I don't know, I guess I felt a lot more like confident at my job, especially come like, you know, around this summer.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just like a big girl job. Definitely intimidated, scared, didn't feel like I was like good at it all the time. And now I'm teaching this year. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Right.
Like this is the easiest year. But they say the third year. They say the third year is when it gets easier. So I just started my third year and I'm like, oh wait, shit, this is like a lot easier. This is really good. But like, yeah, I really think it's like just being with more positive people. Like I joined Brandon's band.
That's right.
I really want to say like January or February.
Okay.
Started singing backup for him and like
Poetic Roots.
Yes, my bad.
No, it's
Poetic
okay.
Roots. Yep. And he has to be one of the most like encouraging and positive people I've ever worked with. Like that is my big brother. Period. That is my brother. Like he definitely helped, especially like with my confidence and like getting to like a good place.
Okay. Wow.
And then like especially like as of late, Yana. I could cry.
She's so sweet. Oh my God, I love her.
I could cry. The way that she and I hope she watches this.
You better watch this.
I hope, because she has encouraged me. So I recently, when I say recently, I mean like in the past 2-3 years, put on like maybe 40 pounds. And so it's been like really hard to feel confident in my body, especially like on stage, in life, period.
Oh my God, I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
She has just like helped me feel beautiful again.
You looked amazing, by the way, in both outfits.
Thank you. Thank you. But like helping me like figure out like my outfits that are gonna feel comfortable to me as a mid-sized woman, you know, helping me figure out like my hair, you know, my makeup. And then also she will spit the most loving words.
Right.
The most loving. When even if you don't feel like you need it, you know, she's just there to give it. She's the most positive, kind, wonderful, beautiful woman I think I have ever gotten the like privilege to work with. I feel like a better person since getting to know her.
Honestly.
Yeah. Like even like what was it, like yesterday? I was just heated about the election.
Oh my God, right? Because damn.
Heated. And she came over. We got some food.
Yes.
Had some drinks.
Yes.
We watched Glee. She put me on to Glee.
That's
never seen it.
I liked it. I love that I got to interview her because like we had been wanting to like get to know each other more, but you know, you only see each other at shows. And she, like I would like, do you ever like self-deprecate or like say things that would make you feel smaller? She doesn't let you do that.
No.
She immediately like corrects it.
Yeah, she will clock that.
I'm like, oh my God, I love you.
She's
so
amazing.
sorry that I'm mean to myself. Oh my God,
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
She's amazing. I would say, yeah, Yana, amazing. Nevaeh, also amazing.
Oh my
Actually,
God,
today's Nevaeh's birthday. Happy Nevaeh.
happy birthday, Nevaeh.
Happy
Oh my God.
Yeah, like Nevaeh is also just like another ray of positivity.
Incredible.
In my life.
Yes.
Holy cow. If I'm stressed out, I know I can call Nevaeh.
Oh my God.
I
can
know
just
I can
see
call
that
Nevaeh.
now. She's like, calm down. No, I'm just gonna.
No,
I'm
it's
just gonna say.
but she always says something really like positive. I don't know if she realizes that, she maybe already does, but just like the reframing of negative situations, she's really good at reframing things to being like positive. And I'm like, damn, like this is the kind of people like I need in my life. So yeah, I would say like this last year, all of these people and like all of the amazing shows that I've gotten to have with them, and just they've changed my life in the last year.
That's incredible.
And I don't even remember what the original question is.
I don't either.
And that's okay.
That's also what I love about this show.
And that's jazz.
What?
And that's jazz.
I don't know.
Jazz is improv.
Oh my God. I thought you see, this is the problem with there being a genre close to my name.
Close to your name. But you know what? It's like it works both ways.
I was gonna say, oh my God, thank you. For what? Like, anyway. But no, yep.
You are so funny.
Thank you.
That is hilarious.
Oh man. I will say, I don't know, like, what's in here, but it's gotten me through some stuff. Like being nervous, or when I thought everything would go to shit, it didn't. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My random thoughts.
That's okay. That's okay. But yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I think things are like, there may be some really positive things on the horizon
I'd say
coming from artists. Like I really feel like the art in Minneapolis is about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy. Stupid. I really do.
Also, I do want to say, I love. Do you know how? Do you have siblings? I don't know.
Yeah, many.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
But I love the way that your friendships look too. Whenever I see you guys out, in public, because whenever I see you guys, it's like that kind of sibling, kind of like, oh, I got your back, but like they'll like be poking fun at you too, and you know that it's just like from love, and I think that's so beautiful. So, yeah, I think you're surrounded by lovely people.
They are lovely. They're all lovely.
Yeah. And so am I, because I'm connected to you guys.
Yeah, you're lovely.
Oh my God, thank you. People have been like so sweet, and it's. I don't want to cry, but
don't do it. Don't cry. Actually, you can cry if you want to. This is your podcast.
I mean, true. I was gonna say, oh my God, why did I feel anyway? But oh my God, I'm such a squirrel. My brother calls me a squirrel. It's fine.
That's okay. Squirrels are cute.
Thank you. But yeah, I came from a time where I wasn't comfortable and people were rude to me, and it was second nature to them because whatever, and I didn't do anything about it. And now, the more I'm getting, better at being stronger and meeting nice people, what is my strength for? No, I'm kidding. But I can recognize things, and the fact that there's like a gift of people who are so sweet and kind, like actually kind, is so great. Yeah. So I know what you mean too.
Yeah, it is great. It is. Yeah. It is kind of life changing.
Yes.
I get it. When I moved here, it was rough.
Yeah.
It was really rough. Like, I think, I don't know, I always think back to the summer I moved here. I was 13 and it was like June. So you're not in school.
No.
I was at home.
Okay.
By myself with my little brother. No friends. Nothing to do. I wasn't old enough to get a job. Oof.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I think like my transition to Minnesota has just been so like up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's like life.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say that I've had like an individual experience.
No, I mean, no, it's
like,
fine.
For me, it's been up and down. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just like really, really appreciating that right now things are pretty up.
That's very
pretty
cool.
up. I don't know. My friends are just like the strongest and kindest and smart as fuck and wonderful and funny and encouraging and lovely human beings. And yeah, they just make my life like a lot brighter. And then there's my family too.
Good. I mean,
there's my family. But yeah, like I think I talk so much about my friends because like I do, like, my favorite human probably is my mom.
Yay.
She lives down in Florida though.
Okay.
So I really don't see her like frequently.
Yeah.
And so like I just lean a lot on my friends. I think like, I mean, a lot of people do, but I think I especially lean pretty hard on my friends because it's like, I don't know, like my mom and I, we have like this really tight bond, and it's like I can't just like randomly walk into a room and start venting about my day, you know? And like even calling each other is kind of hard because she works from home, so she's always like on like a call of some sort. And so yeah, like we do our best, but you know, yeah, like I text her like every other day, like I can't wait for Christmas, and I'm gonna go like spend a week with her and just like, I told her, I'm like, Mom, we're going shopping and we're using your credit card. And she was like,
that's right. You ain't using mine.
I was like, that's what we're doing. So ridiculous. But yeah, you know, like throughout the rest of the year, it's like really my friends. That's what I got.
Absolutely. Yeah. Chosen family.
Hard.
Hardcore.
Seriously. I mean, I thought about hosting a Friendsgiving, and then I realized how much work that would be.
You can get someone to help you. Unless you just don't want to be a part of it. You can go to someone else's gathering.
Right. I was about to say, I was like, I think I may not do it this year, even though it sounds like fun. I don't know. I just think like there are so many like friends of mine who like just like me are very burnt out from the October craziness. Like we all just had so many shows.
So many.
And the last thing I want to do is like organize something. And like we're all just like tired. Like, did anybody bring food at all? Or were we all just like exhausted? So yeah, I think I'll just like lay low for Thanksgiving. But yeah.
There's something to be said about just wanting to do something and waiting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think you can wait until next year.
It's always next year. Or you can have some sort of like summer Thanksgiving shindig.
Ooh.
You know, it's never too early or too late.
Yeah, I like that idea. A little summer's giving.
I forgot about spring, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to do it, you can do it.
The weather be kind of funky in the spring, though.
You're right.
Yeah, I think summer was a good call.
Summer. That's what I'm a genius.
Summer 2025, y'all. It's going down.
Oh, God. Have you ever wanted to go on like The Voice or American Idol? Why or why not?
I don't think I'd be good at it.
Oh my God.
I don't think I'd be good at it. Like as much as I would love to say that I could be on The Voice or on American Idol. I think, and like, I don't mean to like diminish my own talents, but I don't always think that I have a very unique voice. And I feel chill.
I'm sorry.
And I feel like The Voice and like those singing shows look for people with like very distinct and like unique voices.
Okay.
You know, like they're just all like really like strong and specific, and like if you hear that voice you're like, that's that person. And I don't
see what you mean,
always think that like you can be a good singer and also not be like TV type.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like I think that's what like those shows are typically looking for, which is just fine. I just don't think that that's where my voice is.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I don't know if that's a good answer, but like, you know, like when I listen to like Cameron Wright, I hear Cameron and I'm like, that's Cameron.
No, because tell me why.
Like it's such a like distinct voice. Where like when I'm singing, I don't necessarily think it's that distinct, but I think when you have a distinct voice and you go on like singing shows, it just makes the quality of the show like a lot better.
Huh. I've never thought about that.
Girl, I also don't think I could do TV.
No, because like when they're being put against each other in like the battle and like having to learn a song, I fear that if I'm not familiar with the song, it would just be detrimental to me. Yeah. But I feel like I should have more faith in myself, but like also, you know,
I feel the same way. I should probably have more faith in myself. And also I think like I don't have a track record of being great with a mic near my face.
Oh, really? Like
I'm kind of a yapper sometimes, a little bit.
What do you mean? Like as far as like when you say like microphone control or like?
No. I mean like my ability to like talk into a mic in front of people and say the right thing.
Talking?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I sometimes just get really nervous and I might say the wrong thing and I don't mean it, but like It's just like the stress. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
not being able, like I'm not able to fully articulate
Okay.
what I'm trying to say sometimes. And that's happened to me like on like radio like interviews where it's like
okay.
I don't, yeah, it's just like it's a lot of nervousness, I think.
Do you ever
for
like
me.
look up like tactics in order to like calm yourself down, like a deep breath or like
I find that deep breaths don't, and this is so silly to say, but I feel like they don't always help me.
that's okay.
Okay.
There are other tactics, like if you look at a certain spot, and I know this is like weird because like maybe there's a person there, but maybe looking at the microphone in front of them, you know, that's
maybe.
another one.
I just don't know if I could.
And that's not to say like go on The Voice and that's the only time you should
like,
use
actually,
it. But
Shar, tomorrow.
no, I'm just like I have a
Make a
ticket for
call.
you. But no, yeah, just in life, like as you know grow in society, you might
I think
have to.
I need to grow more.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's always room to grow, but at your own pace, of course.
I think especially as a singer, there are some skills that I need to work on before I can like do any sort of like live national
Same.
singing. You know, like it's different. And then there's also like, I don't know, I've never really had like a vocal coach before.
Ooh, that was a question I was going to ask. Okay, this is good information to know.
I've never really had like a vocal coach before. I mean, I've had like voice teachers, but nothing like one-on-one.
Okay,
Before,
that's
if that
actually
makes
very
sense.
impressive for how far you've come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We can thank Beyonce for that.
Girl.
We can thank Beyonce.
That's really cool though.
Yeah.
The ability to like emulate someone or what is it called? When you like mimicking the voice, starting off there and then making it your own is something that's so noteworthy and just amazing.
Thank you. A safe space.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do love when I can make people feel safe and homey. And the only thing that's missing is a big pot of baked macaroni. Do you not like?
Okay. So
Controversial.
I have to like be in the mood for mac and cheese, right? But like, I don't know. Right now, like as of late, I feel like my comfort food like changes.
What is that? Ooh.
Right now, my comfort food, and Yana knows this, is wings.
Ooh, good choice.
Because we will get wings together all the time. But I don't know what it is about wings. It's because you can put whatever sauce you want on them. It's
Where you
because they're
go.
not like terrible for you. I'll do like Chili's wings
Okay.
are really good. Unfortunately, they're so good.
Are they whole wings or are they the wingdings?
They're like, not the whole.
I asked two questions.
They're not like the whole wing. It's like the whole wing chopped in half.
Okay.
I'm sorry. They're but like they're like the wings like chopped in half.
Okay.
And then they just have a whole bunch of sauces. Honey chipotle is the best.
I mean, yeah.
Honey chipotle, their buffalo sauce is okay. It's okay,
Okay.
but it's pretty good.
Is it like not hot enough?
It's like just like there's like a weird like, I don't know if anybody else in the universe agrees with me, so tell me if I'm wrong, but there's like a weird like blue cheese aftertaste.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't like it. I don't like blue cheese.
They need to fix that.
Yeah, they do. So I would say that Kowalski's, if you need wings fast, their buffalo wings, fire. The rotisserie wings
Okay,
also.
I was gonna ask.
Fire. Very, very good. I like those rotisserie wings. I'd say those are my two places right now.
You ever tried Jay's or JJ's Fish and Chicken?
Okay, is that the place that puts the lemon pepper on their chicken? So, okay. I have a thing.
We're not the same.
I have a thing. For like 4 years straight, in the month of December, I got food poisoning off of chicken wings.
From where?
It varied. Different places.
No.
Isn't that crazy? No. Isn't that crazy?
That's
4
crazy.
fucking years.
Yeah.
And the first time it happened, lemon pepper chicken. Now I can't enjoy lemon pepper.
I feel like you're allergic to lemon pepper.
Yeah,
Like,
that might be the deeper question here. Let me do some
I
research.
need to become some sort of like
and I'll come
diagnostic
back.
doctor. Because I'm kidding. I'm
He
kidding.
said, Shar, I think the problem is actually just the lemon pepper. Well, no, it's not just lemon pepper wings. It's like there were lemon pepper wings. chicken that my dad made, which I was so shocked that I got food poisoning from that because he's a relatively good cook. He's not bad.
It's just that, like, what if you're allergic to the, you know, what is it called? Seasonings.
Oh, no, I love seasoning.
I don't care if you love it. That doesn't mean you're allergic, bro. Like,
I don't think it's the seasoning. I really think it's just how the chicken was cooked by different people. I think December people get a little bit lazy sometimes too. I get lazy in December.
Okay, wait. But you don't have a problem with the chilies, what do you say? Honey chipotle and the buffalo that's not buffalo-y enough?
Hell yeah. I don't have a
Okay,
problem
then you're
with
not
that.
allergic to those. But listen,
See,
girl,
I
like,
knew that. I
because
knew
you
that. I told you I'm not allergic. I'm telling you. It's
No.
just some food prep that went into it. And also, I think somebody might have like cursed me or something. Maybe
Just
somebody.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Food
now,
poisoning.
did you have the same chicken ever that you had in those 4 years recently?
No.
You allergic? Because you're
Don't
fine.
play with me.
I didn't put shit on you. Like, you just told me some
Don't play
information.
with me.
And
No,
I told you.
I just don't eat chicken in December.
That's fucking weird. What do you mean? Is that when it happened? Like every December?
Yeah, every December.
Hell no.
And it would be like a week or two before Christmas. I'd just be like sick.
What the fuck? Okay, wait. Is it a Christmas ingredient? Listen, okay, like we can.
I'm
talk
telling
about
you
this.
right now, no chicken in December. And it can't be like a seasoning or an ingredient because I eat seasoned food.
And nothing happens to you.
Nothing happens.
Do you eat lemon pepper on other things?
No, because I don't like the flavor of it.
Because you're allergic. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, at this point, we could say I'm allergic to
Well, yeah,
it.
because like if it makes you feel a
And then
certain way,
people will stop serving it to me because it drives me nuts.
What else does it go on?
Chicken.
That's not what I mean.
Well, sometimes
like-
you go to like chicken plate spots,
Yeah.
and if you don't tell them that you don't want the lemon pepper, they just put it on.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
So I got to tell them now that I'm just allergic to lemon peppers. So that way I don't
Then they'll
get it.
stop.
They'll stop for sure.
But what's some advice that you would share with someone younger than you or someone who's kind of feeling hopeless in life? What advice would you give them in how to come back to what you love and how to come back to life?
I know exactly what.
Okay.
Do not force anything.
Ooh.
I am totally of the mentality, and I've been practicing this. I'm not always perfect at it, but I've been practicing to let things happen as they're supposed to happen.
Okay.
You can chase your dreams, chase your goals, and still don't stress so hard about the outcome. Be proud of whatever work you put in. You took the steps that you needed to take, blah, 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 but don't stress about the outcome. Don't stress about how long it's going to take. Don't stress about, who's going to be involved, who's going to help you, who has your back. Don't stress about it. Like, I have found that when I have something really important coming up that takes a lot of preparation and a lot of steps, or like it's something that's really going to like help my career or whatever, I do a lot better when I'm just excited for the opportunity and I kind of let it happen as it's supposed to. I do whatever sort of preparation that I can do. But like as a person with anxiety, sometimes our first like thought is about the outcome. Don't worry so much about the outcome. Worry about the steps that you're going to take to get there. Let things unravel the way that they're supposed to.
Absolutely.
That would be my thing. Like if you are feeling like lost, take the steps that you want to take towards whatever goal, but don't be so hard set on the outcome of it. Like just kind of let things roll,
That's great advice. Yeah.
Move with grace, move with purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And let things happen. Because I don't know. I just like, I was not very happy when I was trying to force things to happen. I was always stressed about the outcome. And so why I say this is because I had shows about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, where they were really important.
Yeah.
And because they didn't go the way that I thought that they would go, or the way that I hoped that they would go, I couldn't be happy that I did it.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't be happy. I had a show at the Dakota with one of my old bands, and like it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. I wasn't happy about a couple of things that had happened that night, and so instead of just enjoying the fact that I got to play at the Dakota with my band, I walked off stage just like upset. It's like, this did not go the way that I planned for it to go. I wanted this to happen and this to happen, and that didn't happen, so I couldn't even like enjoy the fucking experience.
Okay.
Couldn't even enjoy it. So like that night would have been a win if I could have enjoyed it, but I counted it as a loss because it didn't go exactly the way that I wanted it to. You know what I mean?
Very much props to you for like looking back and like knowing that for yourself, for the future opportunities that you get.
Yeah. I think it goes that way for opportunities, friendships, relationships. I think that goes for any sort of like personal goals and things that you're doing. But like, yeah, just like take it one step at a time, be excited about the experience, and don't discount it just because it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, because that's how you become a really unhappy person. High key. I've been there. I was that really unhappy person when things wouldn't go like to the T exactly how I wanted them to go. So yeah, it's like, get over yourself. You are not the exception to life. Life is going to life, and you are not the fucking exception. Just because you plan and you work for it and you know, think that it's all going to come together exactly the way you want it to, remember that you are not the exception, and life is going to do whatever the hell it wants to. Just be happy that you're here.
Yeah. Yes. Take the good in it all. Yes, of course.
Take
absolutely. And just one more thing. You got the opportunity to do background vocals for some pretty big artists, right? Could you tell us a little bit about that? Because I just want to like show some accolades for you, girl.
Yes. I've counted this last year as a huge win. Huge win. Because I was blessed with some really fun opportunities. So I got the opportunity at this music school that I work at to sing background vocals for Mike, MMYYKK, Mike, and Stokley. And
oh my gosh,
it was so much fun.
Good.
Also taught me a lot about pulling things together quickly.
Okay.
We had only a week to pull that together, and it wasn't like a small like live set. It was like 2911, the South African choir.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Was there. Yep. 2911 was there. We had a couple of vocalists who were singing lead. What's his name? I think it's Nate Barlow was also.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's his name, but he was also singing lead vocals on a song. LA was playing drums. Yay. We had a string section.
Wow.
We had what's his name? David Smith.
Okay.
I think he was directing the string section. There's a whole lot of local musicians.
That man can do everything.
Well, what made it so cool, it was a live recording session, and the audience had headphones on.
Ooh.
So like they were all watching us perform it live. It was really, really cool. So I got that really cool opportunity. And then back in the summer, in June, this jazz harpist named Brandee Younger.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. She came into town. And I was her PA for the day, which was pretty fun. And then also I sang lead vocals for that show, the Sounds of Summer Festival, with her. It was really cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was really, really fun. It was so cool. And then of course, like in between all of that, like getting to sing backup for Brandon Lee Tulloch and Poetic Roots. That was awesome. I'm not gonna say was awesome. It still is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He's debomb.com. Debomb. And I got to sing backup for Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
I think that was in July.
Okay.
And then I also sing backup for the King. Vinny Franco.
Why did you say it like that?
The King.
Shout out to Vinny Franco.
I love Vinny. Thank you, Vinny. Got to sing backup for Vinny these last couple of months, and Love Channel has just been so warm and
Good.
welcoming, and yeah, really fun. No, they're great. They're great. Really, really welcoming, and like just like a good vibe. So
Very good. Very cool.
yeah, that's kind of like been my gigging activities this last year. I hope I haven't forgotten anything or anybody, but
According to my research, I don't think so.
thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. I can't keep track of my own schedule.
No, real. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you, Charmaine, for being on Musicality Mondays today.
Thank you for having me.
So
this
fun
is
to
so
have
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
This is dope. You got vines and shit.
I do.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
A lot of time and thought went into planning this wall.
Hell yeah. You need like a dope like mural.
A mural?
Yeah.
Well, I have been painting a lot of trees, and I think I want to make that part of the background. I think
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be so cool with like the butterflies. That'd be
Thank
fire.
you for knowing that about me.
Yes, that would
the
be so
butterflies.
cool. Yeah. You should do
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. But yeah, guys, definitely go check out Charmaine at Hello Charmaines on Instagram, and then also at Bakkwooddrift. And I will put the spellings down below.
Yes.
But thank you guys, anybody who's listening on the streaming platforms, on the podcast platforms, and thank you so much. We will see you in the next video.
Amazing.
Peace.
Musicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays.